for the Black United Fund, what was a really great insight that they brought to helping you position this?
Yeah, I mean, Ernest is an MVP for sure. So I was thinking too small and really thinking about what else I can be doing for this company and how I can grow over time. That was really tough conversations that we had and very helpful. Great technology, focused on people, super cold website. Where they even had, you can see it, but that was Latin on the website. Technical, Latin, super dry imagery. So we brought in the humanity into it, keeping the credibility so that investors and strategy partners would still come to them and understand what they do, but
welcome everyone to Vision to Venture. My name is Emmanuel Williams. I'm the Director of Economic Justice and Development for the Black United Fund of Oregon. I've been in this role for almost 4 years. When I started back in 2021, excuse me, I was hired like on a contract. And the CEO at the time, she was like, all right, we're just gonna hire you to engage with small businesses somehow, some way. We want you to support them somehow, some way. So there was no plan, right? And so I just started networking, engaging with the community, throwing events, and just seeing what people needed and how we could help. And so obviously, you know, folks need money, they need funds. And as a foundation, you know, the Black United Fund, that's what we do. We have programs that support now businesses. We also have programs that support nonprofits, and we do scholarships. And so I'm like, all right, so we can find a way to provide grants to business owners.
Notes that they were going to be seniors. And I'm like, I ain't got no sheet of paper. I don't know.
Let's go.
All right, first, far into my company, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a very appreciative individual. And truth be told so I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon. You know, I lived in Northeast in the 90s and early 2000s, and I was exposed to a lot. I felt like my life was going in this pathway that it should not have been going. You ever, someone try to get you to take a puff of a cigarette, you know it's bad, but you still tried that at one time? I feel like that's where my life was leading to. I could have easily been involved in a gang. I work for PwC, one of the big 4 public accounting firms, as an auditor. And I've been able to climb the corporate ladder to make it as a controller and a senior accounting manager, where I've managed up to 8 people. And even with some of this academic and corporate job success, still one of my proudest moments is last year of August of 2024, when I quit my full-time day job, making over $130,000 a year, so I could pursue my passion and be an entrepreneur 100% of the time.
I thought I wanted to work for Nike so bad. They would not hire me, so I wound up working for Columbia Sportswear. And I felt kind of like low-key sad about it, but then when I got there, it was such a beautiful place to just design for people to experience nature in. And just like Nike has athletes, I call my customers citizens. I respect y'all. You're not consumers to me. Like, you are citizens of this earth. And what you have to say about the way that I do things and everybody else does things, you are directly purchasing my stuff and helping me make a living for my child and myself. And so I want to make sure that when we're doing this together, that you know that I respect you and that you are citizens of this earth, and I get that. Some of the pieces that you'll see here are upcycled, like this outfit over here. I get a lot of donations. A lot of people just like to throw stuff away, and I say throw it away my way, and we'll make it reloved. So it really shows evidence of our total sales versus our COGS and gross profit, that our gross profit margins are about 56%, and so it shows that we're really stable.
All the way back, and I really love how you rooted all of this in ancestry. Talk about the history and how it informs your connection to the land and kind of the reclamation and rebuilding that it does.
And so there's a lot of legacy with living in that space, not being wanted, but enjoying the outdoors because you had to. I mean, our parents grew up with carrying buckets of water to go and get water for the whole entire house. Like, we were outside. We've always been outside. And it's a place, really, when we think about the narratives, most of the time, that was respite for us. It was
Keep his legacy going, to keep pushing and keep, what do you say, shake hand, meet a friend. And me is like, cook a meal, we got a deal. So right now, we do over 100 meals from actually one of my friends in the building for his tiny home community. That's also been a blessing for us. Not to go too much into the community, but as people kind of getting off the streets, kind of better their lives, kind of better themselves, and to be able to show up, cook them meals, and kind of see their journey, and us be part of that journey is kind of what It's About Catering is about. But just to be able to give back in that way to me is also a blessing for me. To have them show up today is a blessing. It could be anywhere, but they're here. Our annual toy giveaway, my birthday on Christmas, I'm a Christmas baby. So every year we give back toys. One thing we learned this last year when we were giving back toys was, man, we started getting real emails from dads like, bro, I'm really afraid to say that I need help. Like, we're really getting the calls from moms that said, dang, we're really struggling this year, and can y'all help me? And that just took the catering and our giveaways just to a whole nother level, because we start to see real people calling in. A lot of times we see a lot of people giving away things and turkeys and this and that, but to get a real dad say he really need help, I mean, I don't know how many kids we did, 60 kids, 60-something kids last year, and that's with no real help. That's just us grinding and really putting it together and just going for it. But to say all that to say is, like, to be able to give back and then to have people from the same walks that I came from to can really reach out and feel comfortable and trust us enough to say, hey, man, I really do need help. That's what it's all about.
Any questions or words of encouragement? In the back.
I tell little cousin, this is one of my heroes since I've been a puppy. And if y'all can do me a favor, oftentimes where we come from, you don't get your flowers until you in the ground. So if everybody can stand up and give him a round of applause, please. Standing ovation, please.